Meanwhile, Leffen played against Null, a bit shaky at the start, but then honestly found his footing. But I really do think we might be surprised by the way this set goes, at least in terms of the mid set, like game 3, game 4.
So I have some extra information here because one of the things I've talked a lot with Leffen about is, you know, the disadvantage of living in the EU. And one thing he's mentioned is just the fact that Falco specifically is one of the faster matchups, and every Falco has different pressure and different strings they prefer. And he thinks that if there's one matchup where he's going to suffer this event, it's going to be the Falco matchup. So
I would agree.
There's like a thing with and Coda, you can attest to this, right? Like Fox players can always have a lot of matchups down pat, but against a good Falco, even if you know the matchup perfectly, if they have enough momentum and just enough pressure on your shield, sometimes there's not much you can really do except hope for the best, right?
Yeah, it's just really tricky because he has more options than basically any other high tier, and that makes it really hard to be ready for any single every portfolio of options that you could face, and that's going to be really hard for someone who doesn't get the practice against a lot of different Falcos. And so he basically has to rely on brutal touch of death.
It's also even worse than that because all the Falcons we do have play pretty similarly, so you get used to how they like to play, and then every other Falco can mess you up.
Magi with the exact finisher she got on Wizzy to open up this set. She's feeling confident.
Crazy to get that on Dreamland with how high the ceiling is.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I want to touch on really quickly, to your point, actually, HFox, is that, Fox might have a hard time dealing with that momentum and that pressure, and Magi being such an explosive player, you're expected to see that. But right off the bat, Leffen already knows that and is trying to play a lot more platform-based. I mean, you literally see it right now. He doesn't want to be locked down. He doesn't want to have to play those high-risk, high-reward ground mix-ups. He'd much rather get stray hits, create a scramble, push the Falco to the corner.
And hit those up tilts. I think Leffen specifically right here, at the start of every set, he's probably going to be a bit shaky. And I think he's going to try and play as low variance as possible at the start of every set. And in this one specifically, I think you can, even though you're not interacting with the laser mix-up, you can still learn how they like to laser from going to the platform. So the more you have that patient style, the more information you can gather, and the more likely you are to figure them out by the end of the set.
What this reminds me of is when Leffen was playing, I think it was Frenzy. It was a Falco player at the start of Smash World Tour. Kinzo, exactly. Yes. Had a super shaky start, down 0-2, but then obviously brought it back. But Magi right now, even at 144, playing the patient game, laser from center stage, and Leffen just can't seem to find these ledge dashes. Got one there, but...
Oh, he tried to go for the way left forward up tilt.
So that was a weird flub.
Yeah.
So right there, Leffen was making the conscious decision that no hit here matters except the super high reward one. And the one he went for was the wave dash forward up tilt, and then he got jabbed out of it. And that's one of those things where you're gonna die anyways, so you might as well. Oh, however,
that shy call was crazy. Oh my god.
If she called that down air on the edge, that would have been a 3-stock lead.
Do you see how Magi wave dash back there to get out of the scramble, and Leffen almost got hit out of it?
I feel like Magi's attempting to push the pace a lot right now, but it's kind of being met with some flubs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like if she can sort of consistently find her footing and that pace that she really wants to push against Leffen, I think she'll see a lot of success, but right now it seems like it's on a razor's edge.
I think in this matchup specifically, it's very, very hard to play in the corner for Fox, and I think this might be a Fox Ditto habit because it's very strong there.
Oh my god.
So
however, if you get that, then it's pretty good to play in the corner. But in general, I think maybe Leffen wants to go for center stage more, because otherwise hits like these, if you discount the flubs, those are really scary.
Yeah.
Oh, but Magi might finish this anyways.
Again?
Oh, that was so close.
Ooh. For those of you who don't know, the reason I keep working, you can hold out to get out, but nobody wants to hold out because if you get back here and you hold out, you die at 100. And so they're always holding up to DI up.
Jab of all things to get out of that situation. Waits for the back air. Laser.
Great laser.
Okay, shine there potentially.
Okay,
no,
last
simple down
stock.
smash.
Try to wait for Leffen to go above stage, so it's impossible to SDI.
That was a crazy call out.
Oh,
Ledge dash shine. Very
Don't
nice.
test Magi's ledge dashes.
Wait, hold on. Huge combo. Incoming,
SDI.
maybe?
Too fast on the up tilt. Yep.
But she still found another opening.
This is huge.
There's no kill. There's no kill.
Shine.
That was so
soft.
close.
Okay.
That was
Hold
the
up, yeah.
impatient side B. That was the
Does that get up attack?
Oh my god.
Leffen is playing a little bit shaky. Oh, and Magi's abusing it maybe. Stay patient.
Yep. This is how you want to play.
Oh, big
Spot
grab
dodge.
from Leffen. This might be the
This is-
game.
Probably.
Oh! No shine to follow up though.
One backers might do
Up
it.
there, it is so scary.
Oh man.
Great shield pressure.
Oh, let's
Not going to
dash
kill you.
jab.
You have one chance.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. I screamed.
Got called by full hop. fair from ledge. Oh, that's gonna do it.
No
Oh my
way.
god.
That was crazy, and I think what happened there is Fox, the way Leffen loves to play that situation is he loves to like full jump in place and confirm if you went in. And right there, I really saw Magi go in with like a short hop, and every time Leffen wasn't there. And that's one of those spots where you have to call out the more like defensive scared option out of it. And anything would have hit, anything would have killed. But instead, Leffen takes that, and now we're in a very sad situation for Magi.
But I think she's not going to be too taken aback by that. In the Wizzy set, I think she lost the first game too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so look at this.
That should be a good kill.
And in the same way, we can say that the only reason it was that close was because of Floss.
Nice call
so
out
good.
on the angle too, low one from left.
So yeah, he loves doing
call.
that. Leffen loves doing that because of how easy it is to execute, and it's still like a guess. So if you hit that, that just kills immediately.
Leffen loves to gimp. Every match we play is a huge gimper.
Yes.
Melee.
If he's at the ledge, you will get thrown off stage like every time. Some Foxes absolutely different things.
One thing I want to call attention to that we saw a lot of at the end of the last match and also sort of midway through the last match was the jabs that Magi was using to knock down. Fox actually gets knocked down at 127% by jab from Falco's jab. And that can a lot of times lead into kill confirms like back air, down tilt, forward smash, down smash, those sorts of things. So I'm wondering if we're going to continue to see Magi do that. She definitely got full hopped on for attempting to do one of those jabs one of those times, and that can be costly if Leffen starts to sort of look for it a little bit more frequently.
I also think she hit a lot of them, but she was slightly too far away to get the confirm she wanted, and then she missed the like tech chase out of it. But if you're close enough, then that's super reliable.
The one thing I don't like about Leffen's doing this right now, I like that he was using platforms a lot, but the problem is he's using platforms and he tries to find a way in on the ground. But it's every time he comes to the ground, he immediately tries to find a way in.
Yes.
So it becomes very predictable. It's like if you go off the platform, I see you come to the ground, I'm just going to stuff you out because I know you're going to come in immediately.
I think one thing that's giving him a lot of leeway this time is just that he's willing to like move out of shield super fast like that. And if you're not used to that, that can be super hard to deal with for Falco.
He looks really in control right now.
That was
That was
an
an
F
dash
smash.
like there, right? Forward smash.
Something.
Yeah,
That's another
nice.
miss. Yeah.
Okay.
Very interesting. You can actually react to the double jump there instead of dropping down early with the shine, but she gets the job done regardless.
Ooh, that was
Oh.
shield grabs the double
Yep.
shine. I really like that Leffen at game 1. I definitely feel like he wasn't confident out of shield, but right now I think he has a little bit better of a read on her
He shined her
habits.
out of the side B. Wow. That's frame perfect, I'm pretty sure.
No, there's that startup. It's not frame perfect at the startup.
She already had started moving.
Yes, but it's not, the very first one. That's
So
not
the
frame
shortest short is not frame perfect.
Yeah, it's not frame
Oh, I
perfect.
guess it would be like 3 frames.
It's the later
Yeah,
part.
I love
it's
to see
not
the
very
Fox
good.
players
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
to each other.
Do you want to hear the
You guys
big
just started
brain?
riffing like for the past like 10 seconds.
I could give you guys the big brain Falco main
Yes.
explanation, which is that it's not always frame perfect. It's spacing dependent for how long Falco lingers through you. So occasionally it could be a 2-frame input, but a lot of times he teleports through you.
And at the very start, that happens like super reliable. That's the easiest one, I believe.
So, yeah, it would be. Oh my goodness
Wow.
gracious.
Yeah, Leffen, you give him a minute, takes a mile. That first game, got his composure back. He can breathe easy pretty much. It's scary just being down 1-0 because you know it's like you have that small of a window to make mistakes. But now, once you're comfy, you take more risks, and the risks pay off. One smoke ball becomes a giant avalanche, and now that's what we're seeing.
Yeah.
I think Magi's also trying to scrap with Leffen way too much right now.
Yeah.
And in general, I don't think Falco has a very good like scrapping potential with Fox, and especially Leffen's like really good at this in this matchup.
I think we talked about this in the previous set Leffen played, which is that he's very, very good on offense, but not very solid on defense right now. And I think we've hit the point where Leffen is the one initiating.
Yeah.
And when that happens, that's when you're playing to his strength at the moment.
One thing I'd really love to see Magi do is call out these jumps to the side platforms.
Yes.
A lot of times Leffen's using the side platform to escape these corner positions, and I feel like Magi can call out these jumps with things like full hop shine, full hop back air, the zigzag, as Squid would call it, up to the top platform and cover that space.
Maybe even just like a full jump downer on the way up.
Yeah, potentially. Usually that's a very risky thing to do, but with somebody that's sort of giving you this signal that they're going to be playing on the side platform a lot more airborne, then sometimes that read can be worthwhile. Absolutely.
Oh my. Good recognition.
What in the world? It's the scuffles, though. Leffen's winning so many more of them.
Yeah. Every single scramble he's won basically since the first game.
And that should almost be set. Leffen in a really good...
Oh, Leffen lost a game like this to Dio, we'll see. But
Big opener.
But
yeah, this looks so...
7-2-81.
Oh my god.
Oh
no.
my goodness.
Oh.
Don't let Leffen get going.
yeah, Leffen
Heavens
right
to
now.
He hits like a truck.
It's crazy because I feel like before quarantine, Leffen wasn't that much of a momentum-based player, but right now he's very momentum-based.
Yes, he is.
If you have him on the back foot, it's so easy in comparison to when he feels like he's, you know, in control. Right there, I feel like game 1, he felt like he had to like earn all the hits, and he played very, very reserved.
Right.
And then the last game, I was just running in and getting whatever he wanted.
You have to imagine Wizzy's spot in this pool is
dude?
also crazy.
How'd your controller feel?
My controller feels okay. The biggest issue is that I used to play on the Beta Goom way, which has like super easy up tilt. Like anything you do will be an up tilt that's not like down, basically. And now this one is an update, and like they don't tell you exactly what the updates are. And now I'm finding out that the up tilts are a lot harder to do. So because of that, and because I'm like rusty shine out of shield and stuff, that's why I elected to go with the strategy of like, I'm just gonna camp.
Yeah.
Because I play with Albert, and Albert was like, yeah, you're just really predictable, and it's easy to hit you. And I'm like, okay. So first off, I tried to shine out a shield, but like shining out a shield is really hard with Fox if you want to get the follow-up. Like you have to actually chase.
Especially versus Falco.
Yeah, especially versus Falco, because I mean Falco has a lot of counters, but even when you have a guaranteed shine, it can be hard to recognize it. So I was like, all right, well, if I'm too predictable, then I'm just gonna put Magi out of her comfort zone because she looks so good against Wizzy, and then try to like create a new game. Because also while watching Amsa do so well, I'm like, obviously Amsa's a lot better, but I also realized like, wait. So no one has fought against Amsa either. Even though Amsa hasn't been over here, no one has experience with Amsa. So it's like, well, no one has experience against a Fox like me, but if I play generic, then it's super easy to play.
Exactly.
Absolutely, yeah.
Then it's all the negatives and none of the positives.
Exactly.
So I just tried to, that was why I picked that strategy. And I mean, it's lame, but to be fair, they could have, anyone can approach on the platform too.
You call it out.
It's not the ledge. It's not the ledge.
Lame works sometimes.
I do think that was really noticeable. You took your time game 1, and when you take your time like that, even if you're not playing the laser mix-up, I feel like towards the end, you got so much like information on how she liked to pressure you.
Exactly.
So even though you're on the platforms and not directly engaging, you get so much information.
Yeah, I tried to basically soft engage game 1.
Yeah.
And then like the fact that I won that game 2 was like bonus, but I mostly aimed to like, all right, I'm gonna try to play good, of course, but like figure out, what she wants to do after laser and how she deals with the platforms, stuff like that. And then honestly, it kind of played into my hand that she picked Battlefield instead of like going Yoshi's or Fountain, where I still felt comfortable, but it would have been a lot scarier.
You have to play more generic there.
You just have to scramble.
Well played.
Yeah.
And then, that first set match from Magi, she almost had the upbeat kill at the very top, but it was like just out of reach. You came back down, capitalized, and it was just like kind of a momentum swing the entire way down.
I think because of how the seeding works, I don't think I'm like guaranteed second even.
Yeah, it all plays out. It could be a 3-way tie.
Yeah, if Wizzy beats me, wait.
Wizzy's 1-1, right?
Yeah, it's 1-1.
No, if Magi loses to Null, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, there has to be some kind of 3-way tie, because I think if Wizzy beats me...
No, yeah, so if Wizzy beats Null right now, and then tomorrow beats you, then you beat whatever else you're playing, it'll be a 2-way tie between 2-1, and you'll play another best of 3.
Oh, me and Wizzy?
Yeah,
okay.
2-1.
So I'm guaranteed second, I guess.
Yeah, good to
think
second.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well,
Good luck.
Congrats.
See ya. Good stuff.